It's a new challenge every day, but we're always able to continually apply our experience to it and yet learn new lessons, to move forward with. And I think that makes it just an overall, a fun job and a rewarding job to be able to do that and to deliver for our customers. My name is Brandon Huff, and I'm engineering manager here at Tech. The thing that you get here at Tech is we are full service, so we have in-house design and engineering, we have our own tooling, and then we have our own plastics production. So, our tool engineers are not just, they're not just designing a mold and sending it out the door. They're actually working with our tool makers, with our programmers, our CNC operators, our mold assemblers. They're learning every project, better ways to make something not just easy to be manufactured, but easier to be maintained in production. We're constantly learning, how to do venting correctly, how to do cooling correctly. Things that we know because we run and maintain molds here. Everybody here that's involved with the process gets to see every step of the process or be exposed to it. So we're not just focused on one area. You might have somebody that can build a great tool, but it's missing a lot of things that will make that tool run, efficient and long run times when it's in production. So that's the benefit I think you get of dealing with Tech is, it's full service, and from the very first, meeting for the project kickoff, we're all thinking and working with this idea of something that's going to run efficient and do well in production.
My name is Kim Reed. I'm the Quality Assurance Manager here at Tech Molded Plastics. My responsibilities here at Tech Molded Plastics are to manage the Quality Assurance Department. We are staffed 24/7 to assure that we have full coverage during our production runs. Part of the responsibilities of the Quality Assurance Department are to conduct the SPC dimensions that the customer requires. Frequency varies. It depends upon the customer requirements, of course, but it's typically every 4 hours, sometimes down to every 2 hours if we have a quality alert where we have recognized an issue and we need to monitor it more closely. We have calipers, micrometers, height indicator, gauges, RAM opticals, and a CMM that we frequently use. Over the past couple years, we have significantly reduced our scrap through employee training, faster recognition of issues at the press. We provide the operators a visual format for them to be able to see what the issues are. Our quality technicians are very experienced, some of which we have groomed from the floor operation, which gives them a unique perspective of the parts that we manufacture here. Our targeted investment in employee training means that we are a supplier that is staffed 24/7 with processors, quality techs, and management staff who is capable of addressing processing issues from the plastics point of view. We at Tech have invested in pressure sensing technologies and have seen huge benefits. Pressure sensors measure plastic pressure at specific locations along the route that the plastic takes to fill the cavity. And as plastic flows across these sensors, a processor is able to see real-time pressure inside the mold. We also use post-gate sensors, which allow for the measurement of pressure entering the mold. This operates as a control process, and it allows for consistency in parts.
So as we look at where Tech Molded Plastics has evolved, the involvement included and encompassed our community. My name is Mark Hanaway. I'm Vice President of Administrative Functions here at Tech Molded Plastics. That competitive spirit is something that my parents felt in the early days of the company, and so as we grew within that type of a culture as a family unit, it became also the culture of the organization of which we're in today. I say that the function of fulfillment that I gain out of each and every day is more or less sensed when I go home, not necessarily in the office or in the function of being in the building of which we're in today, But when I leave this facility, uncles, aunts, family members, fathers, grandparents say, my son or granddaughter works for you, and they really love their job. That is one of the greatest compliments that I can feel in being engaged with the community. You hear it third party, you hear it from a family member's perspective, and by hearing that, it confirms that in some ways we're doing some things right. And if their son and daughter, or if that family member is a contributing part of this community, we want them to engage the community as a member of TEC. And looking at that and being proud of where they are, who they are, and what they represent as an organization that cares, that has done an awful lot to contribute to the community, and to the value of the experience in which they have while working at TEC. That translates to a good product. A lot of companies, you'll hear them talk about customer first. We want to have our people be the primary focus. And if you have a good team in place that you know is there to support the needs of the organization, but first and foremost to support the needs of each other that accomplishes a common goal, then your customers are the benefactors of that, and they'll receive a product greater than they expected in a manner of which the quality of service is greater than they may have expected.